just got done watching Solo. I thought they were gonna beat me over the head to death with reminding me that this is in the Star Wars universe and that one day Han would be this great pilot, that he was gonna go on to great things, and that he's gonna be great friends with Chewbaca. Who asked for this? Who the asked for this? Alright guys, so Solo is kind of a western style heist movie set in the Star Wars universe, and as you guys seen in the trailers, there's a train heist. Now that's not the central part of the movie, because if I got into that, that'd be a spoiler territory. But just know Solo is a heist movie. It's what it is. Now did I like that premise? I thought it was okay. So how did the actors do? Every actor played their role pretty good. Alden Ehrenreich's acting was on point. It was good. I believed him. Did I believe him as Han Solo? Hell no. That was not Han Solo. The person he was in A New Hope and how he ended up there, for me, did not happen the way it did according to this. No. Alden Ehrenreich must have met the Joker before he did this movie, because now he's always smiling. Han Solo would not do that. Damn it, man. I think that the actress who played Kira, you know, the actress who plays Khaleesi in Game of Thrones, her role was on point. Like, there's a lot of instances in the movie where she expressed a lot of emotion with no dialogue. Alright, Paul Bettany. He played a character who's supposed to be like super friendly in one instant and then super threatening in the other. And he did an awesome job balancing those two. And I believed him. Like, I thought to myself, man, in real life, I wouldn't want to be nowhere near this guy. Alright, so let's talk about Beckett, Woody Harrelson's character. I've heard him being referred to as Han's like father figure or mentor. That one's still kind of a hard one just because the movie takes place in a short amount of time, and mentoring is a process that takes place in a long amount of time. I guess if you had to twist my arm, I say sure, he's kind of a mentor figure. Han does kind of learn a few lessons that according to this movie, I guess he does kind of take with him. Lando. The first time you hear Lando's voice, he's off camera. I could have sworn that was Billy D. Williams. Childish Gambino, I thought, did a good job playing Lando, but I'm kind of torn. And what tears me is because I have this vision of Lando as a gambler, a scoundrel, a smooth talker, a con artist, a pirate. Maybe the pirate is Han. The way they portray him in this movie, I guess I can kind of see Lando having been that way. But by Return of the Jedi, he's definitely not that guy. And yes, people do change over time, but when you're talking about characters from film, they're usually the same person that kind of change a few philosophical areas of their life, but are essentially the same person throughout. And so one of the problems for me with this movie was that both Lando and Han would have made vast changes from this movie to A New Hope and all the way through Return of the Jedi. Obviously, I can't tell you what those things are because this is a spoiler-free review. If you want to know what those things are that I'm talking about, be sure to check out my spoiler review, which I should be uploading at about the same time as this one, or a little bit later. So make sure you check that one out. Chewbaca. Look, Chewbaca was great. I'm just not sure I really like the way Han and Chewie meet and how their friendship sprouts. Like, there was nothing in there that made me really believe Chewie would just go ahead and keep following Han the rest of his life. But yeah, I mean, what could I say? Chewie, all he does is brrr. He was believable. Don't misinterpret my shoulder shrugging as I didn't like him. No, I like Chewie. The only nitpick that I have about Chewie is, look, I grew up with the originals, and in that trilogy, Chewie's legs were really skinny, spindly. You could tell that the person inside the costume was this really tall, lanky guy. Go check out that scene in the Death Star when Han puts the cuffs on Chewie's and they put the stormtrooper suits on and they're walking through the hallways. You could see Chewie's spindly, skinny legs. Here, I don't know why they felt the need to pad up his legs where they look like tree trunks. And that's kind of a weird nitpick, but for me, that kind of took me out of it just because I know Chewie's so good from the originals. The Millenium Falcon. Falcon. I love Darth Vader. Darth Vader called it the Falcon. I'm calling it the Falcon. So I guess we find out why the shape is like a Pac-Man-y kind of with like a gap. Well, I don't know why we couldn't just get the Falcon originally shaped that way. I guess it works. I just think it was just kind of a little plot device that they just used to kind of like make us think, oh, now we get the original Falcon. And then it was all clean inside, and it kind of alludes to what I was talking about, Lando's personality, who he is, the fact that it's, all nice and clean. By the end of the movie, we do get to see the Millennium Falcon as we saw it in A New Hope, and how it ends up kind of looking like a piece of junk. but not from the inside. They never really explain how it looks that way from the inside, because if you've seen in pictures, there's nice paneling all inside the hallways and in that area where they got that game, I forget what it's called. And by A New Hope, all that paneling is gone. So where did it go? So yeah, guys, so in the end, in one sense, I had fun with the movie, but in another, I was pissed at what they did with Han Solo. Like, the movie overly winked at us, like, huh? One Easter egg after another, it was just too much. I think this movie is no higher than like a 6. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie. 6 out of 10, final judgment. And of course, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to continue being geekful with me, subscribe. And check out some more of my videos right now. Peace out.